Our clinic provides the Salina community with a comprehensive spectrum of services delivered with compassion and sensitivity. We strive to create a partnership with our patients that promotes health and well-being in all phases of life. We care about our patients, we care about providing quality health care services, and we care about our community. Chances are you know many of us because Maury Clinic physicians live in Salina. We are coaches for youth sports teams and leaders for Boy Scouts and 4-H. We offer time, talent, and financial support to a variety of community events and charities. Our children attend school with your children. Our families attend worship services with your families. And we are proud to call Salina home. We have a vested interest in the success of this community, and we remain committed to an independent practice model that promotes our proud heritage and philosophy to provide quality medical care centered on the relationship between each patient and the physician of their choice. You have a choice for your medical care. Choose a doctor dedicated to the pursuit of excellence in healthcare services. Choose Maury Clinic.
I know all the plays. I practiced too hard to be sidelined. I told the coach and my dad I'm fine, but they want to be sure. They said Salina Regional and ComCare have all the latest technology for the most accurate images. And I guess they're right. Don't worry, QB. I've got your back.
Salina Regional Health Center and ComCare Imaging Center. Here for all your imaging needs.
Reliability. It's about more than uptime. Backup is something you do to your word, not just your data. And dedicated is an adjective suited to work ethic as much as servers or Ethernet connections. At Nextech, we believe that the character of our IT professionals comes from the commitment and passion for their work. It's just how we're wired here. Nextech, our products and people are here for you.
Hi, I'm Nathan Wilcom, manager at the Longhorn Steakhouse here in Salina, Kansas. We are proud supporters of our local high school sports team and our community. I'd like to invite you to join us for a great meal at Longhorn Steakhouse. We are open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. We hope to see you at our restaurant, and when you do, ask for me or our managing partner, Sarah Grimes. We'd love to say hello.
Come watch your favorite team and earn points with our new Blazing Rewards program, only at Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Papa John's is proud to provide this week's meal to the hardworking Friday night football crew at Community Access Television. While watching the big game, don't forget to order your freshly made pizza at papajohns.com.
Welcome to week 7 of Friday Night Football, where we have the Salina Mustangs versus the Maize Eagles as the Mustangs take the field. Well, it looks like they came out with energy.
Yeah, a little bit more than they usually seem to. Like to see that a lot of people on the field, kind of having a lot of the younger kids and fans out on the field, little younger brothers and sisters. I like it.
Also looks like they got a lot of guys hurt. It's a lot of guys in jeans and pants down there.
Right, they do. And I believe the one we always were talking about, I believe Kendrick Liggins, number 1 wide receiver that got hurt a few weeks ago, currently still on crutches and in a boot, walking over the field. So more than likely, as we were just talking, probably done for the season. We'll see who else can step up for Central. Last week in that loss to Derby, had a lot of the sophomore quarterback, Jackson Kavanaugh, threw a lot to number 15, Logan Horst. Threw his way quite often. Had a couple drops, but also had some pretty good catches in there. But again, we only got to see 2 quarters of action. Didn't get to see a full game due to weather and storms in the area.
And the funny thing is, they came out like they were on fire at the beginning.
They did,
of last week.
and it was pretty crazy. Like, it was pretty great seeing that. It took up like full half of this first quarter, just marching the ball down the field. Derby player unfortunately getting hurt, and then just kind of seemed like the whole wheels fell off after that.
Yeah.
But I like to see them come out and do the exact same thing again. Just keep those wheels on there a little, tighten those screws, solder it on there if you have to. Just keep them wheels on that truck moving.
That's right. I think that's the big thing. They need that first win.
Right.
And what better time than to get it against a 6-1 team.
Right. Yeah, Maize doing pretty well. And you were telling me earlier that Maize kind of a surprise team this year in high school Kansas football.
Yeah, you would expect like the Goddards. They were already, believing to that. But Maize is one of the surprises.
Right.
Well. Wow. So Central will get the ball first.
Central will get the ball.
And that's how they started out last week.
They did, yeah. And I think it's still important for them to set the tone, which is difficult for a team that's been on a losing streak to kind of try and set a tone in a game. But I feel like it's definitely possible. They can come out here, run some clock like they did that last game, get a good drive, get in the end zone. And I think you can't ask for too much of a better start other than that.
And I think we'll find out early where they really are. I mean, if they come out with energy and can maintain that energy, it's no telling what they'll do tonight.
Yeah, and this is Jackson. More than likely, we'll be seeing Jackson Kavanaugh, number 12, cornerback for Central, sophomore. He would be making his second start tonight if he is out on the field when the offense takes field, but we only did get to see 2 quarters of him, so he didn't play a full four quarters, so he's only played about a half of football.
That's right.
But, I would say we like some of the things we saw out of him last week. Definitely in the quarterback run game, definitely seemed to be running with purpose. Had just some kind of minor errors, little fumbles here or there. Had one where he was lined up as a wide receiver. He had a false start, and they're doing a lot of the wildcat to Taylon Peters, but I just feel like those are probably a lot of jitters that he's having probably in his first start.
Wow, Ned. They're both on the field. And it looks like we're about ready to get this game started.
Maize kind of lining up in some bunch kickoff formation. Look there, I like it.
That's a deep kick.
And that'll be into the end zone for a touchback.
Mustangs will open their first quarter drive at the 20-yard line.
So are they going to come out running?
I would like to see that. And I'm trying to see from our view a number quarterback. I want to say it's maybe number 3, Brogan Richardson, currently at quarterback.
It is number 3.
And hand up the middle. Doesn't really seem to get anything. Still right at the 20. And that was Taylon Peters' first carry of the night. Probably going to be seeing a lot more of him.
Tackles made by number 47, Noah Stanton.
Wow.
Brings up second down and 10.
Wonder why he doesn't have Mr. Kavanaugh in there.
Yeah, so they're going with Richardson in the game. Maybe just try and
that's who
see
started
what works.
the season, though.
Right. Not sure if there was an issue with Richardson last week. And off to our first flag of the night.
False start, number 78, offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
And that's not how you want to start.
That's not the most preferred way to start.
No, not against a 6-1 team.
Right.
You don't want to dig yourself a hole from the very beginning.
Right. And it'll be 2nd and 15 on Central Zone 15. Lining up in a trips formation to the right.
Back to pass, quick
Richardson,
pass.
a little bit of a swing pass, right side, danced a little bit. Picks up maybe about 4 yards, gets some of the penalty yardage back, but looks like it's going to be about a 3rd and 11.
And that's what
Or,
kills you with that penalty at the beginning.
Right.
I mean, you still got a long ways to go
Right.
for a first down.
3rd and 13 officially. We'll see what Central comes up with here, kind of in a passing down situation. And they're going to line up with
passing formation.
They line up with 2 receivers each
Shotgun.
side. Taylon Peters offset left to the quarterback. Snap to the left.
Number 12, Kavanaugh,
Is rolling out, throws it down the field.
Oh, and
I think he dropped it.
Dropped it.
Incomplete, in and out of the hands of, I believe that was Logan Horst. He had it in there. Pretty good throw. Just laid it right in there. Just wasn't able to hang on to it.
Yeah, you can't argue that throw. That
Right.
in the basket. He should have caught that.
And we've sometimes early in the season we've seen some bright spots in the Central wide receiver core, but even last week having one an open pass that could have been an easy touchdown for Central, had one dropped. And Central now lined up in a punt formation, And a little bit of a delayed kick. Kick is away to about midfield. And it is fair caught on the Central side of the field at the 48 and a half, I should say.
You can really tell that they missed Mr. Liggins.
Yeah.
In a big way.
I feel like that's definitely something defenses and other coaches keyed on each week, making sure where he is on the field. And when you don't have to worry about him on the field, you can kind of look other opportunities. And first possession for Maize, line up Tris left.
And they're back to pass,
over the middle of
a quick pass.
Short pass play, pick up only about 3 yards. Still not a bad first down pickup.
They say if you get 3 yards, you're doing good.
Yeah.
That means that you can always get a first down.
Yeah. And it's the junior Caleb Grill, currently the quarterback for the Maize Eagles. Twins each side.
Handoff. He kind of juggled that a little bit.
Right. Kept the feet moving, got it close to about the Central 40-yard line. And it's going to be pretty manageable 3rd down here.
I thought he was going to fumble that. He kind of juggled it a little bit when he handed off to the running back, but looks like the running back got a hold of it and kept.
It did kind of look like there might have been a little bit of indecision if he was going to pull that ball or not. 3rd and 3 for Maize.
He hands off.
Another handoff. Has a hole. Has a
wide
big hole.
open.
Down the field.
Wow.
Not going to get caught. And we have got our first score of the night, and it belongs to the Eagles.
Wow.
And we'll see Maize coming out in their weird formation. We see some teams come out with every once in a while, but kind of just trying to see what kind of look they get, and then they might go for 2, but they're going to line it up and kick the extra point.
They may use that later.
Yeah.
And it's good.
And it is up and good, yep.
Extra point is good by number 97, Ethan Kingery.
What that right there tells you is he could probably kick a decent field goal, too.
Right. Well, a big hole for Dalen Johnson, senior running back for Maize that time. Maybe was just able to get by just a little bit of a short little ankle tackle, and then just had to hop over that, and he was gone. No one was going to catch him. Had some good blocks downfield from the Maize back end and the receivers on that play.
That's the other thing. At the beginning of the game, Central plays in one way, and then they usually pick it up later.
Right. And we'll have King Gray again.
Boy, they have a different kicking formation.
Yeah, I was noticing that the first time they kicked. And kick in the middle of the field.
Oh, he
fielded by
dropped.
Peters, but he's going to be dropped a little bit. Going to pick up
There
the
he
ball. Going to
goes!
have some room.
There he goes!
Is he gonna? He's going to get caught from behind by number 7
Wow.
of Maize. Way to recover off
Well,
that.
Yeah, that was a good run back.
Right.
Now, what can Central do with that?
Right.
That good run
Definitely
back.
keep that momentum up. I mean, you almost want to say, you know, of course, breathe, but take a breath. But, you know, you almost don't want them to. You just want to keep going, keep going. Get lined up, run this play.
Richardson
And
down
Richardson
under center.
yeah.
Hands it off, and he goes nowhere. That was to the fullback.
Yeah.
Taking the handoff for the Mustangs, number 44, Houston Griffith.
Yeah, they might give him about 1 on it in the end.
In on the tackle for the Eagles, number 54, Zion Silvers.
There he goes.
Line up in that I
Richardson.
formation look again.
Hand off to Peters.
Taylor, and he just runs into a
Clobbered at the
wall.
line.
And he might officially lose yardage on that.
Yard, yeah.
And that'll bring up 3rd and about 9.5. Now for Central.
Do you go back to that pass?
Right. I'd say maybe an option, perhaps, but no, going to be a play action right side.
Has a man.
And it looks
And
like
he has
he's
a
got
first down.
Horace right there. And a first down for Central.
Richardson's pass is complete to number 15, Logan Horst.
Nice throw and catch there from Richardson to Horace. Get Central their first down of the night. And they are into Maize territory with that. Richardson under center this time, twins to his left. And it'd be a
Hicks.
sweep left side.
Trying to get the corner.
And a good downhill tackle. Number 27 of Maize, Colton Lumpkins.
Tackle made by number 27, Colton Lumpkins.
Some reason Mr. Peters couldn't get around that corner.
Right.
They stretched the defense, but he just couldn't get around that corner.
Number 27 lined up as a safety. Really good speed to close on that.
Shotgun formation.
A high snap
but
right
he
side
gets it in the
Richardson.
Wow.
A little bit of a hole, but only a pickup of 2.
In on the play for number 3, Brogan Richardson.
And he was hit hard there,
Yeah, he
too.
was.
You thought he was going to have a little running room.
Right.
Closed up mighty quick on him.
And that'll bring up 3rd and 7. Another 3rd down for the Central offense. More than likely going to the air again. We'll see if they can pick up this first down. I'd probably say looking towards Logan Horst's direction again.
Yeah, he's in shotgun
Oh,
formation.
yeah, and they're going to get a false start. Look like on the left side guard.
And that's the worst time. You can't do.
Right.
You cannot do that when you're just starting to barely move the ball.
Right. And it makes your, 3rd down that's a little bit out of your liking of a range
Yeah.
to way out of your
Well, and you
place
know
wouldn't
you
like
can't
it.
run it.
Right.
There's no way. They know that it's got to be a pass play.
Yeah. Third and 12 now
Yeah,
for the
they're
Central offense. And snap
He's
to
back to
Richardson in the
pass.
pocket.
He's got a man. Now
And just out of the reach.
it's times like that they miss Mr. Liggins.
Right.
Because he could catch up.
There wasn't too much separation as well there,
No.
too. I mean, he put the ball in a pretty good spot where only his receiver can get it. But even the defender just oversizing the receiver for Central and didn't have much separation at all.
No.
And Central lined up in a punt formation again.
I don't know why. I'm not so sure why they're punting.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good time to even just try for it.
Maybe they're going to fake it. No.
No, punt is away.
Punt.
A little bit of a line drive. And a little bit of a bobble by the receiver. Arm tackle broken. Has a little bit of a whoa, but for 24 for Maize, Jalen Johnson tripped up a little bit.
If he could have kept going.
Right, yeah.
I think he could have broke open ground there. Now this is where the defense has got to stand tall.
Brings the ball out to the 21-yard line.
Definitely just don't want to give up that big play like they did last time as well. And the big plays on this defense usually seem to come when you think the defense is looking pretty good on a possession. Grillian has a fumble, and it looks like Central is on it.
Central has the ball. What better opportunity right there?
Right.
A turnover.
Got the ball pretty much right at the 20.
So the defense recovering.
And I want to say that might have been just another error in the transfer between Grill and Johnson there.
And you
Not
can
100%
see they're
sure,
having
though.
some problems back there
Right.
where the ball is kind of loose when they're handing it off.
Mm-hmm.
So now Central has its big break.
Yeah, line up on the Maize 21. We'll see if Richardson in the offense can punch it in. Inside handoff to Talon.
He goes nowhere.
Nowhere again.
Taking the handoff for the Mustangs, number 33, Talon Peters. 1-yard loss on the play. Brings up second down and 11. Tackles made by number 47, Noah Stanton, and number 3, P.J. Smith.
And we have just passed the 5-minute mark left in this first quarter. Richardson under center. Another handoff to Peters. Has a little bit of a hole that time.
And he's driving.
Keeps his feet
He's
moving
driving.
inside the 10 to about the 7 or 8. Probably the most impressive run we've seen from Peters this entire season right there.
He kept driving. He didn't he didn't let him bring him down for nothing there.
Right. And first and goal now and on the 8. Handoff again to Peters. To about the 3. Another good yardage there.
Looks like he's running right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if something made him upset or he's pumped because of the defense.
Yeah.
But he's running right now.
Yeah. Lining up, same formation.
They're going under center.
And Hall's going to take a timeout. Not liking what he's seeing. And definitely some of the instances that Central has had this year in the red zone.
Yeah.
Especially even inside the 10 or even inside the 5. Things have gone horribly wrong. Just better be safe to take that timeout. Currently our score, Maize on top of Central 7-0, but Central looking pretty good at the moment at the 3-yard line with a chance to tie this game up.
You know, sometimes, and I'll wait till after this play, but sometimes you don't want to stop the momentum when it's going like that.
Right, true, very true.
But we'll see if it affected them after this play.
Right.
Second down on the 3-yard line.
They're lining up in about that same formation.
Down
a little bit of an
under center.
offset eye.
Hand
Peters
off,
again
and
hit right in the backfield.
Yeah, see, that gave him time.
Right. Block's just not sustaining right there.
Initial contact made by number 45, Kendall Norrod.
That gave him time to get for the coach to tell him, where they've been missing the assignment on those last 2 rushes.
Right. Officially going to be a loss of 1, brings up 3rd down and 4. You got to think this is 2-down territory. If they don't get it here, they'd be going for it on 4th. We'll see. Same formation again, and they're going to get, I think, the the left guard again for a false start.
See?
You know, I don't know about you, but I think penalties kind of are a killer sometimes.
They are.
Whether it be in your own 10-yard line or the opponent's 10-yard line.
Coaches know best, but I don't know. Hall should have called that timeout at that time.
Right. Because at the end of the day, players still have to execute the play.
Right. Now, he knows better than I would. He's the coach.
Right. And that bring up 3rd and 9 now for Central. Twins left side.
He's rolling.
Going to be a little bit of a
short.
screen.
Whoa!
Going to be hit right at the 5.
And he was hit.
Big hit. Able to hold on to it, though. And a Maize player is down currently.
The referee timeout.
It looks like he's up. And I did see some
field goal.
I just saw some special teams unit players for Central coming onto the field. And we'll see.
Peters
and
the
get
kick.
This kick in there.
No
Is up
good.
and no good. Central with a big opportunity, had the ball on the Maize 3-yard line and does not capitalize.
They squandered that opportunity.
Right. And I wonder about, going for it there. Even though you're on the 5, you haven't had very many opportunities at all this season to make scores inside.
Looks like Mr. Kavanaugh is hurt.
Oh, okay. And Maize will take over on their own 20. Receiver late getting on the field for Maize. And Grill back to pass left side, complete.
Wow, he ran him
Works
over
with his
too.
men.
Got the first down.
Still able to get it. He pretty much caught that ball like 5 yards deep and then was able just to kind of muscle his way past the defender for another 5 and pick up the first down and more.
That's kind of disappointing when the defense stands strong and does something like that and the offense can't bring anything back.
Right. Man in motion for Maize. Maybe a handoff inside.
He's wiggling, breaking tackles.
He's kind of swinging that ball around, looked like to me. It didn't really seem
was.
like he's got that ball in his chest. Able to pick up about 3 still. Going to actually give him 4, I believe. Be 2nd and 6.
Quick
and left
pass.
side again. And good
Good
way to have those Central players corral into the ball. Still able to pick up some yards. Going to be about 3rd and 3. Minute 40 left in this first quarter.
So Talon is a busy man tonight.
Yes, he is. Running back, kicker, on the
Linebacker.
defense. Yep. And going to be just a little bit of a short pass. Number 10 gets by some tackles, able to pick up the first down.
Yeah.
A pickup of about 6.
Pass is complete to number 10, Braden Payne. Tackles made by number 46, Dawson Marion.
And, Maize now has the ball
And number 22, Jordan McMullen.
on their own 46 with a new set of downs. Two receivers each side. Johnson lined up to Grill's left.
Hands off.
Inside,
And
bounces off one. Keeps his feet going.
First down.
Yep. Might be a yard short. We'll see where they mark him.
Picking up 9 yards on the play is number 9, Dalen Johnson.
He is about
And
a
yeah, they're
yard
going to mark him
short.
just a yard short.
Brings up second down
And he should have been hit in the backfield and taken down.
Right.
He actually ran into his own man.
Yeah, I saw that. Another handoff to Johnson. Spins out of one, but still
He has the first
taken
down.
down. Does get the first down.
picking up their first down for the Eagles.
And depends on the urgency of the Maize offense.
Tackle made by number 46, Dawson Marion.
The
be
defense
the
for
last play,
Salina
we'll see.
Central has got to pick it up
Right.
right now.
1-yard line.
I mean, the way they hold that ball out there, just as you notice it, it's a fumble territory
Right.
every time. If the
Right.
Central lineman could break that line, penetrate that line.
2 seconds for the end of the quarter. Gets the snap off
And
to
he-
Johnson. And is able to pick up a few more. And that'll be the end of our first quarter. Maize 7, Salina Central 0. And we'll be back for the second half, the second quarter right after this.
Yeah.
That's the end of the first quarter here at Salina Stadium. Maize lead.
Come watch your favorite team and earn points with our new Blazing Rewards program, only at Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
And we're back for the second quarter. And both teams
As that
getting ready to
defense
line up.
comes out onto the field,
Right.
that defense has got to stand strong right now.
Very much so. Created the turnover last drive, but gonna have to step it up again. Create something here. 2nd and 7 for Maize in the offense. And a bit of a pitch inside. And he's only gonna get about 2. Been seeing a lot of teams run that recently, like not even just high school, but other teams as well, especially that forward pitch instead of a
Yeah.
backwards pitch, because even if they pitch it forward and the guy drops it, they just count it as a forward pass.
Right. It looks like they've got a lot of different guys that they're running both ways, too.
Sure. 3rd and 6 for Maize. Grill right
Back to
side,
pass.
and I don't think he got it. Was right at the marker, but a little bit out of his reach and a drop for Braden Payne.
Defending on the play is number 22.
And that'll bring up 4th down and 6, but it looks like Maize's offense staying out on the field.
Well, this is a big 4th down for Central early in the game.
Right.
Now the defense has got to stop them.
Trying to get him to jump there with a little bit of a hard count. And we might have a timeout taken by Maize.
So they're probably going to punt it.
Yeah. Perhaps.
But they really don't have to.
Yeah, they don't. They really don't. It's kind of a tough decision here.
But if you don't punt it and Salina Central stops you, it could give them a big charge also.
Sure.
So you got to, I'm not coaching, but
Right.
you really got to look at that.
Yeah. But then I even just wonder how much on the Maize sideline do you have confidence in your defense and kind of how Central's offense has been playing. If you punt it and you get it to, even if you kick it all the way into the end zone, you even punt it 20 yards to their own 20, you got faith in your defense to be able to push them back deeper into their own territory. Just a lot of decisions here. We'll see what they choose.
It looks like they're bringing.
Quarterback Grill.
Oh, they're
He
bringing
is a
the
quarterback,
punt.
but he's lined up as the punter currently. Not
Fake?
sure if they have a dedicated punter or not on this Maize
Is
team.
it a fake? A fake.
It is.
And he
It's
goes
not a
all
direct
the way.
snap. No, he's able to get stopped.
God, he stopped himself.
Right.
It wasn't anybody that stopped him.
Yeah.
Down for the Eagles is number 3, P.J.
You almost knew it was going to be a fake punt.
You know, I don't want to say here that I'm surprised, and I'm really not by that. Really big pickup there on the fake. Puts Maize at the Central 22 and a new set of downs. And Grill and Johnson back into the backfield again with 3 receivers to the right side. Grill looking that way. Over the middle,
Man,
caught.
wide open.
Able to stretch out a little bit. Got the ball right, looked like inside the 10. We'll see where they mark him, and I think they're going to give him 1st and goal. You know, you think about even that fake punt, you almost wonder if you don't even put receivers back there to catch. You put your guys up on the line. He's trying to stop something. Handoff, Johnson right side. Good job by the Central defense stringing that out. Not letting him get anywhere. Johnson does get a loss of 2.
Wow. So this defense, they made a good stand, and on that punt, they gave up all the yardage.
Right.
And now they're down here, and they got to make a good stand on the second down.
Grill trips to the left side of the field.
It's a pass.
And looking that way, middle of the field, and number 10,
open.
touchdown, Braden Payne. I mean, it was a good throw and pretty good route there, but I would even say even from last week or the weeks before, better coverage, I think, from the Central defense.
See, I know that they're just warming up for a play to run
right,
out of
and I can see their holder there just looking to the sideline, seeing what he's going to do, whatever the coaches say. Kick is up and through. And that puts the Maize Eagles up 14-0 over the Salina Central Mustangs. 9:50 left in this first half. And more opportunities for Central and not being able to convert.
No, you just feel, I mean, you
Doesn't
kind
have
of
a lot
feel
of
bad
deja-
for Salina Central at this time.
Yeah, I was going to say, it feels like, you know, kind of having a lot of deja vu a lot.
Yeah. I just think they need that first win really bad.
Yeah.
In a bad way, so they can get that taste.
And a little bit of a short kick. And fielded, going backwards. Stopped and going backwards there.
He acted as though he's not used to running.
Right. And the ball will be marked at the 27. And that's where Central will take over.
First and 10 for the Mustangs from the 27-yard line.
And they have, it's like Peters lined up in the
timeout.
Wildcat, but another timeout by Central.
What do you tell them now?
I think you just got to tell them to keep. I mean, it's hard to do so, especially how the season's been going. But I think you just got to tell them to just keep trying what they've practiced this whole year. I mean, I'm sure they've been saying that, and of course it hasn't been working out. But I think you just got to stay true to it, because those are the things that you've been working on. Just coming into a week, or even in the middle of a game, trying to draw up something, I don't think would be the most beneficial thing. But on the other hand, you look at what they've been doing so far, you know, might just try anything. You don't know. We say we don't want to look, you know, we had one of the times where last week against Derby, Peters had the interception from the Wildcat formation at the 2-yard line. We talk about you don't want to try anything fancy, but again, at some points, what do you got to lose?
That's it. That's exactly right.
And they have Peters again lined up in the Wildcat.
Out on the corner.
And we're going to have a false start. And that is a Richardson right there. He lined him up on wide receivers. So trouble with Kavanaugh and Richardson back-to-back weeks when that Wildcat formation having false starts on the wide receiver. But they're going to more than likely come back to that exact same play.
Whoa!
And the ball snap goes off the hands into number 24 of Maize. And he looks like he is gone with a sea of Eagles behind him. Just had a direct snap just go right off Peters' hands.
I don't know
and
what
just
they were
right
doing.
back to the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure. Almost kind of sounded like it was like a slap at the ball more than it was
I'm not so sure that it didn't, if it wasn't a hit by the man that was in motion.
Right. I'd have to see that again. Yeah, I'd have to see that again.
Boy, you don't want to go down like this.
Right. Kick up and good, just like that. 21-0. So, Charles, what do you tell your team at this moment?
We've got, the only thing you can say is we got to get that first score.
Right.
And that's the only thing you can say.
Yeah.
Let's go out here and let's get that first one.
Right.
I'm not talking about the other two that we need.
Sure.
We just need the first one.
Very much. We'd prefer it to be a touchdown, but
yeah. Well, at this point in the game,
exactly.
3 will work, and if it has to be the defense to get 2, then so be it.
Right.
We need to score something.
Right. I know the term moral victory is thrown around a lot, but sometimes maybe just even 3 points would be a moral victory.
Yes.
Who knows? And another squib in the same area.
Oh,
and that coming up on it. Ball bounces back.
That was a close
Central's
one.
way, and yeah, it could have been another disastrous play for Central.
I can only imagine Coach Hall sitting on the side saying, when it rains, it pours.
Yeah. And that's lucky, as that ball went off the fingers going forward back towards the Maize players, but then the ball ended up going back. Again, back to where the Central players were at and were able to get back on it. Ball on the 26. Richardson under center. Over the middle to Peters. In and out of the hands. A little bit of a high throw, but still should have been caught. Now I wonder about number 16 on the defense there for Maize. If he was just a little bit more outside, that ball could have been right in his hands, and he could have been going the other way again.
So what is this, a distraction with the dance squad at the other end of the field for these guys here?
Yeah, exactly. some confusion
Yeah.
on
They got too many
Central,
men
and
in
Hall
motion.
having to take their final timeout. And Coach Hall not very pleased at the moment, to say the
No.
least. Just a lot of players, especially the wide receivers, running backs, just kind of running all over the place, not
They
needing
are.
where
It
they're
looks
needing
like
to go.
They were guys that were in motion, shouldn't have been in motion.
Right.
And he's probably really frustrated.
Yeah. And still 9:25 left in the half. Central now with no timeouts remaining. Yeah.
So the next time we know what's going to happen. The next time they'll just get a penalty on
Pretty
that.
much, yeah.
Well, right now, you got to look at just picking up positive yardage.
I agree, and I don't mean to jinx it, which I might be right here, but the last 2 times they've called a timeout, they've either lost yardage in the 5-yard line, or they've had a turnover. So we'll see. Richardson
It's a
does
pitch.
pitch right side to Talon, breaks a tackle.
And he's still
Good
going.
job there. Gets behind his blocker. I'm going to say I didn't jinx it there. Pick up of about
they picked
7
up
yards.
some positive yards.
Right there for Peters on that pitch.
Brings up 3rd down and 3.
Third
I
and
think they
3
need
now.
to keep doing what they do best, and that's run the ball.
Right. And they got Peters again in Wildcat formation. High snap, able to get it. Going to have a reverse.
Oh, and he's got
flag,
it. What? But
flag
there's a
down on the
flag.
far side. This might be on Richardson. The quarterback lined up as a receiver out there again.
Oh,
And
most legal procedure?
Yeah, they might have had him not on the line. Not sure. Illegal formation. Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was. Yeah, saying he wasn't on the line of scrimmage. Just another error there by
Wow.
Richardson lined up.
The perfect play lined up.
Yeah. And when you have those moments like that, it's just seems like he hasn't really been in that position before, that they've ran it where he's going to like make sure that he's on the line or
Right.
whatnot. Not sure. But Peters again in the wild, or excuse me, Richardson now in the under center, back to pass.
Whoa.
And he's going to be taken down for a big loss on 3rd down.
Wow.
Now, was a big sack by the defensive end, but how much on there, I'm not sure. I want to say on the tackle or the tight end that was on that play. Richardson had a really big turn and had a really was real deep in the pocket, like back-wise, and
He's back
just gave
to
him
punt.
plenty of wise. All right, having Richardson back there. Able to get it off. Good punt. The 45, and he's going to be hit right there.
Yeah,
good job
good
on the
defense.
coverage. Really good punt there by the quarterback.
And they tackled good and held on.
They did.
See, I noticed the dance squad is not dancing now.
Oh, they're not. Oh, they're not dancing.
But when the guys are down here,
Yeah. Well, now they're looking to the other side. They
yeah.
can't see the dance squad.
There it is.
We got a stoppage and play. And just going to reset.
Okay. The defense has got to come up big right now.
Grill back to pass, looking
Hey,
left
he's
side, has someone down the middle of the field,
Oh,
over the
and
shoulder catch by number 83 of Maize. Derek Doty.
Wow.
What a throw, and just what an even better catch on his outside shoulder.
And he had a central guy on him,
Right.
defending him, but he just was able to go up and bring the ball down.
Right. Big pickup out inside the 15 for Maize. Hand off to Johnson. Kicking it outside.
He's spinning
bouncing
and
off numerous Central players. Had him about right at the line of scrimmage. Still picking up 4 yards.
Wow. I don't even,
Keeping
some
the
of those,
feet.
The guys had him by his legs.
You know, I think that's where the weight room pays off a lot right there. Just the strength in the lower body of Johnson, just being able to bounce off people and just get off arm tackles. Can turn a disastrous play into a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6 now on the 10. Another handoff. This time going to be met.
Nowhere.
Well,
Did he get
I
a
want to
yard?
say nowhere, but probably that offensive line gave him the push to pick up a yard. And that definitely shows that Maize's line is winning the battle up front. Three new players coming in for Maize, kind of having like a big goal line kind of package for 3rd and 4. They're having kind of a 3-back formation. And
Whoa,
he is hit right there. A great play.
Now that's probably got to be the best place the Central defense has had all
right
night.
on the Central defender. Got to feel good about that one.
Yeah. You know, Mr. Coles is probably really excited.
Right. And that'll bring
highlight
Maize line up for the field goal.
Oh, they just about got there.
Yeah, pulled up kind of at the last second.
Yeah. And that's the time when they should have probably just laid out.
Right. Again, we'd say, well, you know, don't want to hit the kicker, but again, what do you got to lose?
Yeah,
you hit the and you get a first down again.
So with 5:24 left in the half, the Maize Eagles with 24, the Salina Mustangs 0. Boy, and you just hate saying 0.
Right. You know, on a positive note, you could say it's still a 3-possession game. But it does hurt saying 0.
It does. I don't know what it's going to take to fire the Salina Central Mustangs up.
Right.
But right now they need a big dose of it.
Yeah. And they're kicking that same way again.
Kick.
They're gonna keep going to him.
Oh,
a little bit of more of an
great.
opening this time. Keeps his feet moving. Close to about the 40-yard line. Not sure if that was the same player or not. We're definitely not being able to see the number who was lined up previously. .518 left in the half for the Central offense. No timeouts. We'll see where it takes them.
They got trips, shotgun formation. Back to pass. He's rolling. Looks like he's going to run.
Has
then
someone in the middle of the field, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's hard to throw across your body like that.
Right.
But he had a man there that was wide open.
Yeah. And unfortunately, in those times where he's rolling out, doesn't really have time to set his feet, make an accurate throw. And even probably on the run, throwing across your body is a lot better than setting your body up and trying to throw across your body. Now bringing up 2nd and 10 now for Central.
Quick
Left
pass,
side,
he has a man.
right there.
Now that was a good pickup
Yeah.
on second down.
Right. About 6.
He's tackled by number 27, Colton Lupkins. 6-yard gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and 4 for the Mustangs.
Now what they've got to do is they cannot afford to get a flag or anything on this play.
Very much so. 3rd and 4. Maize stacking the box. Hand off to Peters. And I think he's got it. I think they might be giving it to him. Lined right at the marker. We'll see what the official waves. And they're going to move the chains. First down for Central.
And that's what they need. That's that one step at a time.
Right.
No penalties that wreck that, and they're moving the ball down the field.
Yep.
They need something to get excited about.
Yeah.
Oh,
a high snap, still able to
he
corral
rolls
it.
out, look quick
To
back.
Peters,
Oh.
had a little bit of a bobble, still able to, or
Well,
excuse me,
number
was
44.
not, excuse me, that was not Mr. Peters. I spoke too soon, but still able to corral it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like he's going to get anything on that play. If anything, might have lost about a half a yard. And I've noticed in overtime, having some of those shotgun snaps being a little high, though most times they're able to get it.
Peters.
This time Peters, yeah, up in the middle.
Picking up 4 yards on the play.
Take up a 4.
Tackle made by number 54, Zion Silver. 3rd down and 6.
You know, I agree with what you're saying, taking it one step at a time, but Central keeping the ball mostly on the ground, running some clock. 3:10 left in the half, and Central with no timeouts. See if Central can keep up this pace.
Good,
Be like
bro,
quarterback
bro.
bootleg by Richardson. He's
Oh.
going to fall down. Might end up actually losing a yard.
Mustang ball carriers number 3, Brogan Richardson. Tackles made by number 47, Noah Dayton. 4th down and 7 for the Mustangs.
And that does bring up 4th down. I think that was a good play call on 3rd
was.
down.
4th down, and they've got to go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, high snap.
And again, to Peters. Going to have to make some things happen. And makes a couple yards, but that's going to be a turnover on downs. And that gives the ball back to Maize.
Wow.
Close to midfield.
That's not a good thing.
Maize has 2:22 left on the clock. Still 2 timeouts remaining. And they got about 52 yards or so to go.
And if they put this ball in,
Yeah,
that's not going to
and
be good.
It's Maize can definitely strike, as they've shown.
Oh, they break through.
Got some pressure in the backfield,
Yeah,
forced
they
Grill
sure
to
did.
roll out of the pocket, just kind of throw the ball, and also had some good coverage as well downfield.
Yeah, it looks like after making that earlier tackle, Mr. Butts has got a little bit of energy
Right,
at him.
yeah.
And he's getting through there.
Yeah. 2nd and 10. Grill lined up with 3 receivers to his right side. On a little bit of a fake. Have an inside screen to his receivers. Getting some blocks. Picking up about 9. And it's going to be about a 3rd and 1 now.
Wow.
For Maize.
They're lining up quick to go.
Right. Under 2 minutes now.
It's a handoff.
Handoff to Johnson. Has a hole that's big enough for a first down. About to the 40-yard line of Central.
Picking up the first down for the Eagles is number 4, Dalen Johnson. Making the tackle for the Mustangs, number 31, Nick Ayenor.
Maize with the new set of downs looking to the sideline. Minute 40 and counting.
Wow. Here they go.
3 receivers, including Johnson, left side.
They're throwing it.
Down the middle of the field. Incomplete to Jurgensen. Looks like he kind of had room for that play, but the receiver kind of looked like he kind of stopped on the route a little bit, slowed up. Minute 25 left. Trips left side again. Running back Johnson left side.
High.
Looks like we got another inside screen, and Maize's defenders just putting Central on the ground.
Wow.
I saw that screen. I saw that screen going, and I saw multiple Maize defenders.
He should have picked that
I
up.
saw multiple Maize defenders putting Central players on the ground there. Inside the red zone at the 19, minute 14 for Maize. Same formation. Looking to the end zone. Had a little bit of a stop and go, but incomplete.
He had a man. He just overthrew him.
He did.
Incomplete pass. Intended receiver was number 22, Previn Christian. Second down and 10 for the Eagles.
And minute 6 left. And Mr. Cole Butts coming off the field. Definitely someone they would like to have. Central going just with 3 defenders. Or excuse me, 3 down linemen.
Yeah. There's back
left
to
side
pass.
again for Grill, getting wrestled in the pocket. Throws out of the reach again of his running back, Dalen Johnson. And that'll bring up a 3rd down, 1 minute remaining.
3rd and 10 for the Eagles.
And we can see if Maize goes back to the wide receiver screen, but looks like we're going to get a timeout here by the Eagles first. I mean, you could say the game is kind of blown open a little bit right now, but they can even they can double the size of that hole, it seems like, with 19 yards to go.
Well, if they score again and the way Central's been playing tonight, it's not looking good for the Salina Mustangs.
Yeah.
And you hate to say that, but I guess the thing that they can look forward to is any positive thing that they can do.
Right.
And I believe that that's from the defense or the offense.
Yeah.
Like it would be big for the Salina Mustangs to stop the Maize Eagles from getting in.
Yeah. Third and 10. Maize looking like they're bringing in some bigger bodies. Or the 3rd and long. A little bit of a fake. 2 defenders, or excuse me, 2 defensive men for Central in the backfield, able to make that stop. Now bring up 4th down. Look like here comes the field goal team again.
They had better watch this one.
Right.
Looks like they're set up to kick it, but
high kick, and that'll be left of the goalpost. No good. So Central's defense holds there, and they get the missed field goal as well.
And that's good. That's a good positive.
Right.
They're working off of a positive now. So if they can now just move the ball down the field.
And it'll be interesting to see what Central does here. 51 seconds, ball on their own 20, no timeouts left. I'd say maybe try and run the ball a few plays, just see what happens, but we'll see if they come out throwing here.
They'll be kicking the ball to Maize coming in after half.
Right, inside to Griffith.
He goes nowhere.
And, yeah, not really anywhere.
Did he get a yard?
Maybe a half.
He's tackled by number 54, Zion Silvers. The second down and 9.
And not much hurry up from Central here. Under 30. Might get up and run one more play. At this point, you just hope nothing disastrous happens on this play. And off to Peters. Following his blockers, doing really well. Close to a first down. But with Central not able to stop the clock, that's going to be a halftime.
Wow.
And our halftime score, Maize Eagles 24, Salina Central Mustangs 0. We'll be back with halftime thoughts right after this.
Come watch your favorite team and earn points with our new Blazing Rewards program, only at Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Welcome to the Maori halftime show. And wow, this is not good for Central.
It's not the way Central designed it. Just kind of seeming a lot of the games like this for Central right now. Currently down 24-0 to Maize. Again, mostly just kind of the same talking points we usually have. Central just kind of shooting themselves in the foot, whether it be penalties, turnovers, whatever you can think of, just not being able to get the ball down the field. And that rare chance they are able to have a chance to score, they're just not able to convert.
No, and the defense, when they did come up big, the offense didn't capitalize.
Yeah, at it inside the 20.
So,
and then headed to the 3-yard line and still was not able
to get it
in. Yeah.
So I don't know what they could do, but if I'm Coach Hall, I'm in there, I'm saying we've got to get something positive. We've got to come out and get something positive. Whether it's just to stop them with the first set of downs, or whether it's to get the ball back and march the ball down the field.
Right, and definitely on the Maize side, the combination of the quarterback Grill and the running back Johnson definitely hurting the Central defense a lot. Johnson able to keep his feet moving on the ground, able to get holes, break off tackles. Times you think that's going to be a loss, Johnson's still able to pick up like 5 yards on a carry. And then on the other side, Grill, the quarterback, finding some openings and able to create big plays for Maize as well. We'll see how the Central defense can counteract that as well. Maize does get the ball to start the second half, so we'll see what kind of adjustments Coach Hall and the team have.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe it's just a positive thought pattern that they come out with, that they move the ball down the field.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do, but I know that there's got to be some positive energy being talked about in that locker room.
Absolutely. They definitely have to find it.
And that has been the Maori halftime show. Welcome back. Wow, what we have here, we have the Salina Mustangs 0 and the Eagles 24.
Very much so. We're just getting started line up this second half. Maize will get the football, and we'll see what happens on this kickoff. Central with their first kickoff of the night.
So that must mean they haven't scored.
I think that's how math works. But I might have to have a fellow student
He
check
goes.
me.
He's kicking it off.
Yeah.
A little
and
short
they do a little
kick.
there short kick as well. Back to field it for Maize. Good.
Ends up
Good
about
coverage
the
there.
30-yard line.
Number 83,
Oh.
Cody on the return.
And we'll see more than likely that combination of Grill and Johnson again for this second half.
So the Central defense has got a time right now to show that they are standing tall and that they're not going to let them score like that.
Yeah. They are down 24. Again, actually defense only given up 17. It's still not great, but better than it sometimes have been. That first play from Maize, though, from scrimmage in the second half, not really going anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard.
Making the tackle for the Mustangs, number 22, Jordan McMullen.
That's what they need to do. They're coming out. If they can continue to do that,
Yep.
1 yard carry is not going to get a first down.
And another
one.
swallow right there.
This is exactly what they needed to play.
And I might have to point to the man who made a big play last week. Number 50, Mr. Cole Butts, kind of getting in there, blowing the play up a lot of times. Just kind of, makes the tackle on that one, but just other times doesn't necessarily have to be the person that makes the tackle, just the person that creates chaos in there.
Yep. Then back to pass.
Right side. And another off-balance throw out of the reach of his receiver. Quick 3 and out by Maize. And the punt team's coming on the field.
This is what they had to have happen. So Coach Hall must have went in and said a couple of things to them that's changed their outlook.
Right. And player's going to have to get off the field pretty quick. And he does. Just kind of hustle as much as he probably needed to be. Kind of a skyrocket punt, middle of the field. So straight up in the air bounce and is down at about the 44. Good defense there on that possession by Central. Getting good field position as well. Definitely what you want to ask for if you're
So they came
Central.
out. They're coming out after half. They've made a good stand. That's the positiveness I was talking about.
Yeah.
And now if the offense can show a little bit of positiveness by getting it into the end zone.
Right.
Peters, and he's opened up.
He's got a
room.
little bit of a hole, picking up about close to 9 on that first down.
And that's the way you want to come out. That is positive.
Yeah.
One positive step after another.
And I feel like
this is how you get back
this is the points where they have a few positive steps, but you're just kind of like almost crossing your fingers like keep it going, keep it going. And kind of a reverse on the left
and he's
side.
got the first,
we do have a
flag
that is coming in. And probably a hold on the back side, allowing him to get to the edge a little bit. And that is a penalty.
Wow,
on Mr. Cole Butts there.
That's a good way to tear up that momentum.
See, as we're just saying, like, you're having your good moments, and then just something as simple as that just happens.
But you don't have to let that stop you. You can still continue on.
Right.
If they can still get this first down.
Yeah. Well, a 2nd and 1 or so turns into a 2nd and 14 now, and there might have been a movement again. It might back them up another 5. A lot of that movement coming from that left side of the line.
I'm not so sure if the defense isn't causing a little bit of
Perhaps,
it with all of their jumping around in there.
Right. And back in Central up 5 more yards. 2nd and 19 now on their own 35.
If you watch them, they start jumping around in there. And
yeah, they got people lining up on the lines. Pitch right side to Peters. Gets that speed going, gets through a little bit of daylight. Gets all of the penalty yardage back. Mostly they put him behind their original line of scrimmage, but it's still going to be about a 3rd and 8 for Central.
So that would have probably been real close to a first down had they not got the penalty yard.
Right. And handoff left side, stringing it out. Good job by the Maize defense. And he's going to be wrestled out of bounds, maybe a gain of 1. And just like that, Central had a 2nd and 1. Now turns all of the penalties and yardage and everything else. Still a 4th and 8.
4th, and they're going for it. Well, they have no choice.
They're actually going to be marking it a 7 to go. Back to pass. Richardson left side, throws low. Look like in front of the sticks. I don't think he's got it. I think he's going to be a little short. And they are already switching. And sadly, that's just a little bit of a, I guess, lack of awareness.
A little bit.
Just he was probably at the sticks feet-wise, but he leaned forward to make that catch. And leaning forward didn't give him the full yardage he needed. And the ball will go back over to Maize. And option keeper by Grill. Picking up yards, swinging the ball a little bit out on his right arm.
Yeah, that's a real day.
Yeah.
Coaches don't like to see that.
Yeah.
But when you're up 24-0, you can do a little bit of that, and it doesn't hurt as bad.
And I know it's kind of a theme around, quarterbacks. Doesn't matter what level. I mean, they're already 6 yards past the line of scrimmage. They ain't going to be throwing it.
Right.
Hand off to Johnson, getting spun around. Could say not much there, but 1 yard picks up the first down.
Johnson on the carry, picking up the first down for the Eagles. Tackles made by number 5, Ryan Dick.
Wow.
Maize with a new set of downs. And my early looks, getting the call from the sideline, coming out in a trips left formation. And Johnson on his right. Now he's going to be lined up behind. This kind of seems to be the formation. They like to do that inside screen. But he's going to be a little bit of a cut route over the middle. Few missed tackles. Finally brought down at the the 18.
See, you had some positive things going, and all positive things are gone now.
Right.
The defense is letting the Maize Eagles move straight down the field.
Yep.
You can't have that.
And it's just a thing, especially with Central, is they're getting opportunities to make things happen in their favor. It's just they're not capitalizing on them. And so even talking about the time where they got Maize on the 3 and out, they had an opportunity to make something happen, just not doing it. Here's a little bit of a short screen. Going to be corralled, but not after still about a pickup of a 5.
Pass is complete to number 10, Braden Payne. Initial contact for the Mustangs made by number 50, Cole Butt.
Yeah, number 50 been getting his name, for Central, getting his name called quite a bit this last quarter and a half.
Oh,
inside,
man,
Johnson
tackles.
keeps the feet moving into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Kind of just making it look too easy at times.
Yeah.
And here comes the abnormal formation again. Holder looking to the sideline.
Wow.
And they're going to be going for something here. And a little bit of swing pass left side.
And he's in.
And he got it. 2-point conversion commits. You know, I'm not really sure why they did that.
They put it on them. They're really
putting it, not only does it put it on them, but, I mean, I'm kind of the person that says, well, you just put the thing on film now for other coaches to look at. And you're like, you kind of did it in, you didn't really need to do that. Like, there was really no point. It wasn't like this was a big, crucial part in the game that you needed that extra point.
What that may do is now the defensive teams are looking at a way to stop that.
Sure.
So they're going to set up over here.
Yeah.
And then they're going to just hike it to the kicker, and he's going to run it in.
Yeah, true.
So there's lots of things that can come out of that.
And there's even things where, like, even just lining up in that formation, they might mean not ever do it, but coaches still have to prepare for it.
That's right.
So it takes up time in practice and time that coaches are looking at film.
Yes.
It's kind of it's just mind games, basically.
It is. And that's what I think that was. That was a total mind game thing. They can do this out of that formation.
Well, and that puts the Eagles with that 8-point score there. Eagles 32, Mustangs 0.
He kicks it away.
Shorter kick. Fielded about the 12.
Peters.
Has some daylight a little bit, but going to be tracked down from behind.
Number 33, Taylor Peters on the return. Brings the ball out to the 27-yard line. In on the tackle for the Eagles, number 7, Coy Wilm, and number 11, Quinn Turnbull.
Well, Central's offense so far has had some productive plays. It's just holding penalties or
they've got to get it
false
into
starts,
the end zone.
just backing them up. Hand off, Peters right side. He looks like he's just right on the edge of having something there.
It's right on the edge of breaking one is what it really looks like.
Yeah. Brings up.
But he just quite can't get it. It's like that last tackler there.
About 2nd and 5 or 6. Central Richardson back to pass, looking left side, has a man right on him. Good catch, taken down about 2 yards short of the first.
So that's what they did the last time, but it was 4th down. So they need to move the ball. And he has the first
down. Get the first. And it looks like a lineman down for Central.
3-yard gain on the play for number 33.
It's like maybe 78.
And that's the last thing they need is another man down.
Right.
They've got a sideline full of guys that are hurt.
Yeah.
You just hope he's not hurt too bad.
Yep. Definitely don't want him to be out the week before big South Central matchup next week. Definitely don't want to miss that.
No, you
don't.
Just,
playing your whole season. You don't want to miss those.
And if nothing else, that's one of the highlights of the season based off of, I think they still play for the Mayor's Cup.
I still think they call it the Mayor's Cup. Yeah. I still think it's a trophy I'm not sure if they put a new like the new winner or new plaque on it each time. I'm not sure if it's just.
It used to be a new plaque.
That's what I thought.
Know.
Okay, I wasn't 100% sure.
I think the last couple of years, Salina South
And they might be
Cougars
waving.
Oh, they're waving.
Stretcher coming in.
Wow. You hate to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hate to see him bring the stretcher on.
Yeah, and I was just thinking, football is a fun sport to watch, but it's also a dangerous one.
Yeah.
Even with all the padding that we've got and everything.
Looks like they have his leg immobilized with an air cast, it looks like, but I'm not sure.
And he's up and going. Has movement in his arms. That's a good sign. We hope all the best to the young man and his family. And after the injury, Central with a new set of downs, 1st and 10 on their own 39.
Fake the handoff and a pass. He has a man wide open.
Got him down the field, got him to Logan Horst.
Mr. Horst was wide open down the middle of the field.
Good job. Way to make a play there.
I don't know if this is a omen, but last week we had that happen and they slowed down.
Yep.
Looks like they came out on fire, punching it down the field.
Very much so. They have Peters in
and he's
the Wildcat.
taking off.
Another high snap.
Number 33, Jalen Peters on the carry. Tackle made by number 45, Kendall Norrod.
And I don't mean to criticize anyone's height, but I feel like you can see the difference from when Richardson's behind in the shotgun to when Peters is there. Definitely to a shotgun snap that Richardson can get, it's a lot higher for Peters to have to get, and he's going to have to jump each time to try and track that down. Peters does get the handoff, keeps feet moving.
Number 33, Jalen Peters on the carry for the Mustangs. Tackles made by number 24, Jalen Johnson.
So they're going to be about a half yard short.
Well, you think you're in 2-down territory.
Right, and I think they're actually going to take a moment. I think they're going to measure it. We can't see the best from our angle. We'll see.
It's going to be real close.
I think he might have it. And first down signal. Central now inside the red zone.
And they're moving the ball right down the field.
Yeah.
They just need to punch it in.
Another reverse left side. not able to get the block, just the defender for Maize.
You never got around the corner.
Yeah. Had the lead blocker, Cole Butts, out in front, but just the defender for Maize just able to outrun and just get to the edge faster, tracks him down. Really pretty much no gain on the play. Hand off, Peters picking up positive yards.
You're still in 2-down territory, so.
Yeah. Bring up about a 3rd and 6.
4-yard gain on the play for number 33, Taylor Peters. Tackles made by number 88, Antonio Espinoza.
Yeah, and I would say even go back to the run here, especially with it being 2-down territory. You don't have to pass.
No.
And right now, Central only lining up in a 1-receiver formation, but he's going to do a little bit of a play action.
And it looks like he's going to pass.
Right side off his hands.
He has a man,
and he's got Logan Horse.
Touchdown.
I believe number 15.
14-yard touchdown pass from Richardson to number 15, Logan Horse.
Now that's what they've needed to do this whole game.
And that's something to get excited about, absolutely. Central on the board with a touchdown. And the bell is ringing. Don't get to hear that all too often.
And it's
good.
Point
is up and good.
So with 2:51 left in the quarter, we have the Salina Central Mustangs 7, the Eagles 32.
But on a positive note, what have you been saying pretty much mostly the whole game? What has Central needed to do?
That's the positive.
They got it. They've been saying they need to get the ball in the end zone, and they got it in there that drive.
And you know, you hate to see somebody get hurt.
Right.
To see the motivation.
Right. It really is just a complete
like
opposite of last week. Excuse me.
Last week, somebody got hurt, and they turned it to disaster for them.
Now, last week it was a Derby player that got hurt, and it turned into, but now this week it's a Central player that gets hurt.
And they go down to punch the ball in.
Right.
And you never know how the players are thinking.
Yeah.
If they're doing that for him, you know.
Yeah.
They're going to play a little bit harder for him.
And definitely really impressive having a, backup lineman in there and still able to get the ball in. Onside kick. But Maize able to field it and just pounce on it. Didn't seem like much of a bounce. Didn't get much from that onside kick.
It was
just
kind of like
a little
dead one.
Yeah, just a little bit of like a squibble, like a ground ball on the infield is kind of what that seemed like.
Boy, that was an exciting touchdown.
That was.
Now we just need to see if this defense can't stand tall.
Yeah. Great throw and catch.
Central can make a game out of it.
Right. Handoff inside, Johnson. Not sure if Central really had a formation or what they wanted to do on that. The end, Cole Butts, before the ball was snapped, looking towards his own sideline with his hands up in the air. Not really sure what was needing to happen there.
This defense has got to stand tall. They've got to create something for the offense.
Yeah.
Especially if they want to get back in this game.
Yeah. I expect Maize just to keep running the clock. Option pitch right side and fumbled.
Now this is the opportune time for the defense.
Very much so. Grill got the ball on the snap, was pitching it right side to Johnson, but I don't think his running back really knew the ball was coming.
You can't call it any better than that. The defense does their part now.
Well, you can pretty much just take away those last two plays and say the onside kick for Central was successful.
Yes. Now let's see what the offense can do. If they can march this ball down the field
Right.
and put it in.
And pitch to Peters. Right side. Able to get a good chunky yards there. Gonna give him about 9. Really good pickup there on a first down.
Picking up 9 yards on the play, brings up second down and 1. Tackles made by number 16, Tanner Omi.
Now that's if they keep punching it like this. Now they're playing Salina Central football.
And off to Peters again. Met at the line, but still able to scamper forward for a first down.
Good for a Mustang first down. Tackles made by number 3, P.J. Smith.
And Cole Butts coming up a
moved the
little bit
flags.
limping.
So
Right.
with that first down, they continue to keep that momentum going.
Yeah, keep foot on the gas.
Another
And
handoff.
handoff
He
to
breaks
Peters,
tackles.
bouncing off a few. Able to make about a 5-yard gain.
Continue to move the ball. That's just what they need to do right now. It's starting to get exciting.
It is. And what you don't need is just any stoppage of play right now for Central.
And no flags.
Right. And handoff, was it maybe to Griffith? Number 44, the fullback. Not too much, but still pickup of 2.
You're still in 2-down territory,
Right.
I would say, and need 3 yards.
Yeah. 40 seconds left in the fast-moving third quarter. Handoff Peters. Middle again, probably
It's
as
gonna
the
be real
first.
close.
I think he might have it. Just see where that.
Oh, they're already moving.
They are
They're
already moving it.
They're moving.
Good pickup there.
Peters picking up the first down. Tackles made by number 24, Jalen Johnson.
Richardson back to pass, rolling out right side. Gets it to Griffiths, but they are going to call that he's inbounds. Got a foot down. Only a 3-yard gain, but still a pretty athletic move to make that catch and get a
As long
foot
as
inbounds.
it's positive right now,
exactly.
that's all they need.
Exactly.
They got 3 yards. That's vital
Right.
to continue this drive. Oh,
And they have another
and it's an
reverse.
open field.
Got it left side, keeping a block going. And going to be taken down a few yards short of the first. Doing pretty good with that reverse, just getting a lot of defenders off balance, but that is going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. And our score is Central 7, Maize 32, and we'll be back with the final quarter right after this.
Come watch your favorite team and earn points with our new Blazing Rewards program, only at Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
And we're back, and I was just thinking, you talk about stoppage of play, or there be penalties, timeouts, or injuries, but what about the end of the quarter?
Yeah,
Hopefully it's still not too much of a break there.
That.
Yeah, exactly. Still 2-down territory, 3rd and 3 for Central.
It's a handoff to
Peters, got
and
yardage.
he has the first down, I believe.
Yeah, I think he does. About a yard past.
4-yard gain on the play by number 33, Taylon Peters. Picks up the first down for the Mustangs.
And definitely Cole Butts out there playing both ways, still on the offense. Kind of been getting limping, cutting up slow the last few plays, but still playing hard out there. First and 10 Central.
They need to continue the positive. That's all they do.
Right.
Get the positive yardage. Move the ball in.
On the 14. And Maize defenders coming up to the line again. Play action.
Pass.
Into the
Got
end
a
zone.
man.
Forced again.
Whoa.
Little bit underthrown into double coverage. Could have been not what you wanted at all.
No. That almost could have been disaster.
Right. And definitely in those situations, even if you're getting double covered, definitely try and put it in the guy that your only guy can catch it. And if not, make sure nobody can catch it.
That's right.
Don't want to underthrow that kind of a throw into the end zone.
And you don't want to stop the positive momentum that you have going right now.
Right. And another play action. Going to have a screen here to Peters, but the block.
They're right there waiting
into
on
it. Yeah. He had a block out on the edge right there, but once Peters came down with the ball, just defender right there was still getting blocked, but was able to get off of it and get the tackle. We're going to lose about 3. And I'll bring up 3rd and 13. You still got to think 2-down territory, so at least try and pick up something here. And I think we're going to see something trick here. No. Never mind, it's a little bit of a conversation. Another kind of play action look into the end zone. Out of the reach, we're going to have a flag. And
pass interference.
Not sure
That's what it looks like.
which way this might go out. It kind of looked like Gavin Prester might have had a little bit of an arm, maybe a little bit of a push off, but we'll see what it is. It'll be a holding on Maize. Half it is to the goal, still 3rd down. A good break there for Central. They had Richardson went out and was talking to his receiver.
Did they even move it?
Yeah, they were moving it up.
Oh.
Is half the distance.
Hadn't caught up yet.
And handoff Peters. Again, just picking up positive yards, but just right there. Just a split second away.
4th down. This is a big 4th down.
Right. They like to go to that reverse on some of these downs. We'll see what they do, either a reverse to the slot. They like to go to number 28 on these. Handoff Peters, and he's met right there in the backfield. A swarm of Maize defenders. And the positive push for the time being is halted right there as Central turns it back over to Maize. But you gotta admit that was entertaining to watch.
It was.
The last few minutes. Central looking like they wanted to be out there, right? Like they wanted to play, like they wanted to pick up yards.
The big disappointment is that whenever the defense capitalizes, it's like the offense doesn't capitalize on what the defense has capitalized on.
Right, Maize needing to get out onto the field really quick. Able to get the snap off. Ball on the ground, I think, again. Well, it looks like Maize got back on it. Central's offense didn't get on the field until the play clock was at 9. They were still running onto the field. As far as they just didn't try and call a timeout there, but still able to get the play off.
Here we go.
2 receivers each side. Running back Johnson in the back. Handoff to Johnson. And he's going to pick up just a couple. It'll be 3rd and 8 now. Exactly 9 minutes left to play in the game. And yeah, they have a trips left side.
Back to
and
pass.
He's going to keep it through
Hello.
it the way towards Johnson just to kind of get it out of his hand, but wasn't looking for the ball in time.
Had he have got it to him, though,
He had a lot
that
of
might have
daylight.
been big yardage.
He had a lot of daylight in front of him. But again, Central's defense makes the stop, puts Maize and the punter. They have their quarterback Grill lined up as the punter again. Lined up in the end zone, able to get the punt away. Talon Peters gonna pick up the ball, gonna bobble it and drop it. Has time to pick it up. Breaking a few tackles. Now, one thing I really have to compliment Peters there on, mishandled the ball a little bit, but knew he had time to just take a moment and just collect the ball and not try and rush it.
And that's what he did.
Which was the smart thing.
Yeah, at the same time, though, I wonder
just let it
he
go.
doesn't need to focus on really. He's done that a couple of times now.
Sure.
I'm wondering if he doesn't need to put more focus on bringing the ball in the first time.
Right. Central offense back on the field, back to pass.
Fake.
A little bit of a pump fake.
Oh, and there's a flag on the play.
Right. We'll see what it is. Coming in a weird area.
Holding.
They're kind of pointing towards the Maize side, and it's going to be a defensive holding maybe. We just had a call like that just not too long ago. Looks like we're going to have an ineligible man downfield. And back him up 5 more yards. It's going to be 1st and 15.
Wow, how could number 28?
I feel like it's probably got to be something where I'm not knowing the into specifics. I'm sure someone listening probably knows a lot more than I do, but it's something if there's 2 receivers lined on the inside on the line, not sure that third person can be eligible, but not 100% sure. Might have just ran a weird formation there. Pitch left side, Peters lowering the shoulder a little bit, but Maize defender just got a little bit lower. Picking up only about a yard on the play. 2nd and 14 now. Under 8 to go in the game.
So it's 2nd and a long ways for them. 14. They almost need to pick up 7 of it right now.
Right. Throw down the field to Horse over his head. Maize picks it off.
Pass is intercepted by number 27, Colton Lumpkins.
And with the turnover, Maize regains possession on their own 24. Handoff Johnson left side, has an opening, gets through one tackle, puts his arm out to another. Out of bounds after about a 15-yard run. Just really impressive running by Johnson tonight. Just able to pretty much go at full speed and then just be able to stop on a dime and redirect his movement.
Yes.
And he'll get the ball again. Spins off one. But he's going to be tackled. Here
There's
comes a flag at the line of scrimmage area.
Do we got holding?
Yeah, it looks like he might have a hold there.
Number 9, Dalen Johnson, tackling the backfield. By number 19, Quinn Stewart. Personal foul. And number 25, Drew Burgoon.
Oh, looks like it might have a face mask on Central.
This is going to be a long night for the Salina Central Mustangs.
Well, I would agree, but the night's almost over. And we have another stoppage of play.
It's all. When I say a long night, I mean it's going to be a long night to make. It's going to be a long week. It's until they play again to try and get this thing over with.
Yeah. Grill with a little bit of a play action down the field.
And he's wide. I mean, they had two men crossing.
Right.
Where either one of them could have possibly caught it.
Yeah. Maize receiver comes down with it. It was just like last week with was it Derby's receivers basically running into each other, running almost the same route.
Yeah.
Maize able to get the big yardage. Handoff Johnson. Not much there. Inside the 10 still.
So that's what I'm, they've been in this has been a long season for them right now with all the losing.
Right.
They need a win, a strong win.
Johnson again.
They
kind of just sidesteps the defender. Some Central defenders just looking a little too flat-footed, making a tackle.
So if they put it in now, I don't know if the lady isn't winding up to be singing.
You know, I'd even go a step further and say she's probably already been warming up. Which, who'd have thought I'd be saying that first?
That's so true.
Yeah.
So true.
Grill back to pass, left side, low pass.
And if you notice, he knows that the rush wasn't on. He was just kind of standing back there, looking around. Then he saw him break through, and he runs over to the side.
Yeah, catch is made. Just barely. Yeah, they called it a reception from our angle. Looked like it might have been into the ground.
Yeah.
But they said he came down with it. Not much protest from the Central defensive group.
What are they going for, 2?
No, that's their touchdown right there.
He was on the 1.
They went for it on 4th. Yeah. So yeah, from our angle, it looked like that rollout throw from Grill was short. But again, we don't have the best angle sitting on the opposite end of the field.
Wow.
But they called it a reception.
Here we go again. You've got to watch that receiver that's on the outside too.
A lot of options just to go to.
Yeah.
Extra point up and good.
Extra point is good.
And that brings the score. Maize Eagles 39, Salina Central Mustangs 7. And we have 5:18 left in our ball game.
Wow, I wish there was a way where you didn't have to say the 39.
39 is just kind of a weird number. You don't usually get to say 39 in a football game.
It is. I was kind of more hoping you would say the Eagles 9 and the Mustangs 7.
Yeah. We're here in the bottom of the 7th after the 7th inning stretch.
So they're getting prepared to receive the kickoff. Well, nothing better than for them to go down and score this time.
Absolutely.
At least to leave the stadium on a positive note.
Even if you're down 32, I think a touchdown any time of the day sounds great. we'll see
Here it goes.
Kingry again with his kickoff.
Kickoff situation they got.
Hey, kick it deep this time.
Oh.
Fielded, has a lane down the field. He might has the kicker there. And he's able to get caught. Still
If
a
the
really
kicker
good
didn't
return.
stop him, he's in. You know, you hate to tell him how to run, but why didn't he run to the other side at that point?
Sure.
You know, start taking off. You know the kicker's there, so you start taking off this way.
Yeah, and usually, I guess you see the kicker sometimes, he was a little bit behind, but the kicker there was more like a spy.
Yeah.
Kind of just seeing where the guy was going to go more than running down the field with his team. And here's that reverse again, left side, number 28.
And he's cut.
Good cut inside. Not trying to just run to the out of bounds side. Good job to cut that up. Pick up about 9 yards.
All right, there's Mr. Peters.
Gets a good hole.
They
gets some
opened
good
that
yardage.
up for him big time.
Right. And I'm not great with the Maize numbers, but just looking at their defense, looking smaller on defense at the moment, might have some second string guys in there, but not 100% sure. Just Maize right now on defense not looking as big as they had been in the previous quarters.
Here he goes. He hands off
inside
to the
Griffiths.
Fullback. And he spins.
Power running.
He might even have the first down.
Might be a yard short.
Well.
We'll see where they mark him.
Picking up 9 yards on the play.
Wow.
Yeah, they're gonna
close.
give him a little bit of a short.
I don't even
Second
think
one
it's
here.
one. I don't think it's one.
Might have to be calling a timeout. Maize players not off the field.
And there's a flag.
So
too.
that's gonna get that, but might even have gotten more yards than more yards just on the play than what the penalty yards is
gonna give them.
Exactly. So they might as well just decline it. Yeah, I think maybe at the time didn't have 11 players on the field. He had 13. Had 2 players trying to get off.
So they're moving the ball down the field right now.
Right.
And that's a good positive note.
Yeah, ball in the 8, first and goal for Central, 3:40 left in the game. Another reverse left side to count. Has some blocks, making the cut. I think he got the pile on, but no, they're going to mark him out at the half-yard line. And the size coming from the Central crowd, thinking he was in the end zone.
It was real close.
Yeah.
You know, and then you wonder where was this at earlier in the game.
And a little bit of a surge from the Maize defenders. You know, I think Central still has their first team starters. Maize just not looking as big as they were earlier in the game.
What are you saying that they may have?
I think they might have some of their second string guys in there. Yeah, just not seeing the size as there was earlier. A little bit of quarterback sneak. He's in the end zone. And Salina Central gets on the board again.
Wow, that is good.
Right.
Flag. We got a flag. Is that a flag on the? No.
They're talking about something.
There's a flag. His flag is back there by the S.
In the back of the end zone. We'll see what the call is. Unsportsmanlike conduct looks like on Central, but the touchdown is good. Central getting ready to kick the extra point, and going to be a stoppage here. And it's up, the extra point.
Good.
It is good.
So, with 2:54 left, we have the Salina Mustangs 14, the Eagles 39.
Oh, you had to say 39.
I wanted to say 9.
See, you're criticizing me about it, but, you know.
You don't know how bad that hurt.
Yeah, exactly. I could hear your soul just screeching, saying 39. But sadly, it is a number still.
But the good thing is, a positive note, Salina Central Mustangs have pounded the ball the last couple of times. Had they played like this in the first half, we might be looking at a different game.
Right. And Maize already coming up, looking for an onside kick, even though Central's got the backed up for some more yardage with that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Deepest man for Maize is at the Maize 40-yard line. So Central might even elect to kick this deep.
And if I was him, I would.
They'd have to go track it down.
I would kick that so deep you would not even begin to imagine.
Yeah. Maize defender at the 39. We'll see if he backs up here. Oh, staying his ground. They did not. Just onside kick just straight out of bounds. And that didn't really have much of a chance there.
I don't know. That didn't really make sense.
Yeah, just again, not getting much bounce on it, like not hitting the top of the ball very much. Usually you kind of squib it up in the air, give your guys a chance to get it, but it was just kind of a straight kick in the middle of the ball right out of bounds.
Maybe he didn't intentionally mean that.
I don't know.
Go out of bounds like that.
I don't know.
He was just hoping. What are these?
Number 51 giving a little dance there. Appreciated the play there.
Oh, flag.
And we might have too many men on the field. Yeah, Maize gets a substitution infraction.
I thought it was on the dance.
I know. I was
celebrating.
I had my clipboard. I was about to write like a 5.5 and hold it up. I wasn't sure what we were needing to do there. And that put Maize at 1st and 15. Hand off to number 21. And getting drugged backwards. And definitely having some second strings in there.
Offense is there too.
And that was number 20, Jose Ledesma.
Making the tackle for the Mustangs, number 50, Cole Bucks.
And number 50 for Central getting his name called yet again. Still on the field, playing hard.
And he's played a tough game tonight.
Yeah.
He has been one of the highlights, I would say.
Right. Ledesma again, not much there.
No gain on the play.
2 minutes left to go in our game.
Tackles made by number 14, Cade Gertson, and number 33, Kalen Peters.
Bring up a 3rd and 17, so still a chance for the Central offense to get it back. Probably won't have much time, but who knows? Maybe they get another one. Maybe they get another touchdown.
That would be good. That would, especially if you can go out on a positive note.
And here's the 3rd and 17. Hand off. Excuse me. Look at the bootleg. quarterback, number 8, just getting stretched out. They're going to run out of room. And he does stay in bounds, keeps that clock moving. Loss of about 2 or 3. And 1:05 left in our game. And Maize, seeing what they're doing, taking their time. Still have about 16 seconds left on the play clock. Here they're coming out. And I think they're just going to take the delay of game here. And that leaves 31 seconds left on the clock.
Wow. They're just like trying to close it out, I believe.
And here's the punt. Good deep kick. Right side of the field and out of bounds, close to about the 25. And that leaves 22 seconds left.
Do you go up top with the ball?
Just home run shot just right now? You know, why not? I believe it's the final regular season home game for Central. We'll be back here for South Central. Central will be the away team. Why not, you know?
And if he catches it, it's a highlight.
Right. And Maize calling timeout. Didn't really look like they knew who was going to be on the field. Kind of had a lot of people scattered. Might want to defend against this Hail Mary play we got coming up from the Central offense.
Wow. So with 22 seconds left, and you've got the Mustangs 14 and the Eagles 39 points.
Right.
You don't know how bad it hurts to say that.
I know.
Now can we at least make it 21?
Right.
Let's see. 21 in 22 seconds.
And a handoff.
And it's a handoff. The fullback's still rolling.
Griffiths gets the ball to the 35. 15 seconds left. Stops the clock. We'll just decide to see if Central decides to run anything else.
Well, they got 3 timeouts.
Not much urgency.
If I'm the coach, I'm
10 seconds.
Oh, they're letting it go.
And they're just going to let it go. 5 seconds. And that'll be our final. Maize Eagles 39, Salina Central Mustangs 14. And we'll be back with a couple post-game interviews right after this.
Come watch your favorite team and earn points with our new Blazing Rewards program, only at Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Welcome to the post-game show. I'm here with the players that are the RE/MAX MVPs of the week, Logan and Cole. And I saw some good catches tonight and some real good hit.
Yeah, it was a fun game. Wish we could have got the dub though.
Yeah, every time I got a chance to go catch the ball, I tried my best out there.
And that's good. And I know you guys are both looking forward to next week when it's the South Central game.
Heck yeah, rivalry week. We're going to come out and play our hardest, try to get the dub.
Yeah, just, next week come out fighting hard and hope we can get the win.
And I'd just like to say thank you for being the RE/MAX MVPs of the week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're back with post-game interview with Coach Hall. Coach, disappointing loss tonight to Maize. One thing I would really like to touch on is take me back to the third quarter where Maize was starting to pull ahead a little bit, but your team really responded with a drive all the way down the field for a touchdown. Defense came back out, had a turnover, had another opportunity to score. Just what about your team that kind of rallied together in that third quarter that was able to get the ball moving?
We got into a good sequence of plays offensively, and we're executing our blocks better. You know, our guys are going to continue to fight and scrap and claw for everything they have, and that's the type of kids we have, and they're good kids, and they're going to keep fighting.
Coach, Salina South, the big rivalry next week. How is kind of the perception just at campus, at school, that how is South Week different than other weeks?
Well, I think, you know, the whole student body gets, I think, a little bit more involved. You know, it's obviously for the Mayor's Cup. The score goes on the engraving there for all time, and obviously being your cross-town rival, you know a lot of the kids that you're playing against and have grown up with them, and so you're a little bit more familiar with the opponent in terms of their, you know, the people they have on the field than say, you know, every other opponent that we play. Right.
And Coach, thank you very much for taking the time with us, and good luck next week against South.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Maury Clinic provides the Salina community with a comprehensive spectrum of services delivered with compassion and sensitivity. We strive to create a partnership with our patients that promotes health and well-being in all phases of life. We care about our patients, we care about providing quality health care services, and we care about our community. Chances are you know many of us because Maury Clinic physicians live in Salina. We are coaches for youth sports teams and leaders for Boy Scouts and 4-H. We offer time, talent, and financial support to a variety of community events and charities. Our children attend school with your children. Our families attend worship services with your families. And we are proud to call Salina home. We have a vested interest in the success of this community, and we remain committed to an independent practice model that promotes our proud heritage and philosophy to provide quality medical care centered on the relationship between each patient and the physician of their choice. You have a choice for your medical care. Choose a doctor dedicated to the pursuit of excellence in healthcare services. Choose Maury Clinic.
I know all the plays. I practice too hard to be sidelined. I told the coach and my dad I'm fine, but they want to be sure.
They said Salina Regional and ComCare have all the latest technology for the most accurate images. And I guess they're right.
Don't worry, QB. I've got your back.
Salina Regional Health Center and ComCare Imaging Center. Here for all your imaging needs.
Reliability. It's about more than uptime. Backup is something you do to your work, not just your data. And dedicated is an adjective suited to work ethic as much as servers or Ethernet connections. At Nextech, we believe that the character of our IT professionals comes from the commitment and passion for their work. It's just how we're wired here. Nextech, our products and people are here for you.
Hi, I'm Nathan Wilcom, manager at the Longhorn Steakhouse here in Salina, Kansas. We are proud supporters of our local high school sports team and our community. I'd like to invite you to join us for a great meal at Longhorn Steakhouse. We are open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. We hope to see you at our restaurant, and when you do, ask for me or our managing partner, Sarah Grimes. We'd love to say hello.
Come watch your favorite team and earn points with our new Blazing Rewards program, only at Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Papa John's is proud to provide this week's meal to the hardworking Friday night football crew at Community Access Television. While watching the big game, don't forget to order your freshly made pizza at papajohns.com.